Well, hello there, citizens of the Reject Nation. We are here for What If Season 3, Episode 2. It's an Agatha episode.
Oh, was it her all along?
Your hero.
Yeah.
Your number one
My favorite audience in
Aren't
the world.
Aren't you excited?
Can't wait to talk to people from the Agatha fandom.
It got better in the last couple.
The show did the people?
It did for the most part.
Yeah, I love the show at the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, what'd you think of this episode? Leave a like. Go ahead, do it. Subscribe, click that bell. As we got more to get through. Prepper, you're prepping it up. Screw your Christmas. Just edit. Also, full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with your own copy available for Super Sexy Rejects. Be a great Christmas present if you joined us. I'd also be a great Christmas present if you bought this new shirt that there was a problem with the communication and I thought someone else ordered it for me, but I was supposed to have ordered, so it should have been here by now. But it's this Agatha shirt, Agatha Brew and Starbucks, designed by Aaron Alexander, Reject Nation exclusive. Go purchase it now. It's incredible. I love it. Aaron looks great in it. My wife even wants them. She's mad that I didn't get them in time. We gotta watch this show. Let's go.
I'm really excited for Agatha episode. I'm not gonna lie. This is good. I wonder if she's gonna be old.
Coy, that would have been a perfect time to end.
Would it have?
You just have to say so every time. Let's just watch it.
I'll let you your last words. This is very Batman the Animated Series vibes. Retro futurism, black and white.
In the beginning.
Whoa.
It's Asgard?
Before the six singularities and the dawn of
Century.
creation came the Celestials.
Cool.
A prior century?
Vocal, Veteran, Testion. Now, with the power of the Eternal Guardians.
I love that. It's like a 1930s movie.
Yeah.
Run! My rebirth. Well, that's not working. Howard?
Howard Stark?
Howard Stark? Yeah! Dominic Cooper's back.
As a movie director?
Agatha Harkness' quest for power led her to discover the Celestial growing deep within the earth.
People were playing Celestials?
I guess so.
She set out to design a
glad
spell to
Celestials are back.
siphon its power, but pulling off a ritual of that scale would require an equally big production. So she turned to a blossoming industry that had built its reputation financing the big dreams
Nice.
of even bigger ego.
Yes.
Agatha, darling! Those in-camera
This is
effects,
fine.
I still don't know how you do it.
Oh, just a little bit of movie magic.
It's moving better.
This spell is just not working. In the scene, that is. We may need to restage.
Fantastic.
Don't tell me, not more new pages. We have already...
That's not him, is it?
Well, the original Jarvis, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the
guy.
other one, yeah. Okay.
The human.
We need to expand this picture to give it that oomph I'm missing. We need more star power.
A co-star. You need to foil a perfectly placed grain of salt to complement all the seasonings you're simmering in the pan.
Anything but more actors.
Our cosmic queen is sitting on a hand no one else can beat. That is until a mysterious new player blows into town, hot on her lofty ambitions.
Yes. Do they fight? Do they fall in love?
No, they'll dance. With dozens of backup dancers on each side. And we'll lift a lighting rig so the sets can be 3 times as tall.
Who are we thinking? Bogey? Gable? Cary Grant does owe me a favor.
No. There's only one actor on Earth who can complete our picture.
Who?
Are we getting Wonder Man?
I need him. Kingo.
Kingo!
Oh, from the Turtles!
No way.
Kumail Nanjiani's back! Okay, this is very Eternal savvy. You boys happy. You got Celestials, we got Kingo. All right. You got my attention.
You know what's
there he
what I
is.
was thinking about it is that
Dominic Cooper is back.
the design of this whole episode and the tone and just what they're thrusting Agatha into probably only exists because of how Kathryn Hahn chose to portray Agatha.
Oh, I would almost
with
guarantee
that old school
that
personality.
bravado, that
Yeah.
30s actress energy.
That's cool to design it around her.
She changed Agatha. I'm wondering who this is. This
branch out into
flaming winged. I don't recognize that character design from that
Neither
little
do I.
image.
I am your guide through these vast new
Trying to fix it.
realities.
I know.
Follow me
So much happened.
And ponder the question,
What if?
what if?
Season 3, episode 2. Kingo. See his jacked face just from his cheekbones.
Stock pictures.
Oh, the Paramount. Beautiful.
His
Beautiful.
personality does completely fit for that type of Hollywood director.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mr. Kingo.
Actually,
I'm
looks like the
Edwin
Sony lot
Jarvis,
from the
Mr.
second.
Stark's personal butler and second AD.
And second AD, huh?
I've always been partial to the axiom that less is more. But for Mr. Stark...
More is just the opening offer.
More
Kingo,
is more.
it's an honor to have you on board.
More is just the opening offer.
I love it.
Something tells me this is a part I was born to play.
Well, the lights are hot, the cameras are loaded, and the safeties have been removed.
Hope Kingo shows up in Wonder Man.
He's so cool, calm, and collected.
Kingo, I'll be honest with you, this one's gonna be a doozy. A real barn burner. The biggest scene ever captured on celluloid.
Oh, don't worry, Howard. I've been preparing for our showdown for quite some time.
Oh, he's got secret plans.
Yeah, there's
He
some
wants to-
ulterior motives
He
there.
wants to take out Agatha.
I want Busby Berkeley to see this and contemplate becoming a realtor. Lights! Camera!
PR-62, take one.
The animation style suits this world a lot more for me.
Undoubtedly.
The glow of Hollywood. Celestial. I see it clearer now.
Change the frame, too.
Yeah.
Hollywood making a Bollywood film in this era.
An animated Bollywood film. Actually, I wonder if there were any 30s Bollywood films.
The challenge has been made. Will our cosmic queen heed the call? Move in, camera A!
Set does look expensive. More is the opening offer.
She answered.
There she is.
There he is.
No rehearsals, huh?
Oh, is she going to want the power from him?
They really got a great grip on the pace.
I never would have made it then. I can't dance.
Ooh, hip action. I gotta say, I mean, Kingo's side is doing way more impressive stuff.
It's way more interesting, at least.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're both historically accurate.
Will they dance? They will!
Combining the cultures.
You're the missing piece I've been waiting lifetimes for.
Oh, I know. But I'm here to put your vanity project into journal.
That's Hollywood lingo, kids.
Don't you know? No. And you still have the stones to show up.
Someone needs to...
Oh, honey, I'm just out here making blockbusters. You and the Eternals are the ones who want to destroy.
Eternals mentioned.
You have no idea what forces you're meddling with.
Right back at you.
I like how they decided to do no rehearsals.
You don't need them when you're this talented somehow.
All of them. Every single one of them.
Not a flaw.
A little advice. One refer to another. In this town, never mess with number one on the call sheet. Okay, Kingo, make this look good!
Hot dog, that was out.
Hot dog. They're breakdance fighting.
Okay, show's over. Time to bring out the big guns.
They're still dancing.
Not in the script. Was that in the script? Are these blue pages?
Just shots. It's great. Keep shooting.
The
Literally.
dancers seem not at all affected.
Sorry, your powers are finger pistols?
Okay, no. I fire energy, projections.
Right. From your fingers.
They're all mocking.
A lot of people think these powers are very cool. Those powers are Thena's.
And Bakari's and Gilgamesh's and everyone else's.
You are destroying this set.
Yeah, did she steal every other Eternal?
Why didn't she get laser beam powers?
It's from Apollo.
Oh.
It sounds like she got Gilgamesh and everyone else too.
Oh my God! So she killed all them.
It seems like, and that's why he had the vendetta for all this time.
Wants revenge.
And she literally has everyone's powers. So she can absorb more than just witches.
And cut! That chemistry was harder than the Hindenburg. I really believed you two wanted to kill each other.
Oh, no, we're just acting. Both of us just acting so hard.
This calls for a celebration. After party. My place. Jarvis, give him the tea.
I feel the sexual chemistry. Coy, do you?
Feeling it.
I
Kathryn
feel
Hahn
it
and
so
Kumail in the
much.
booth. Fiction.
You've pegged me as the villain of this picture, but you've got it all wrong. I'm the hero.
You killed my friends, stole their powers.
Oh, relax, I didn't kill anyone.
Doesn't refer to them as family?
I assure you, your friends are all safe and sound in storage. The backlot has a creature shop. They blend right in.
Release them.
Swear on the Oscar I plan to win. I will. Once I have saved my world from that third act surprise you've got brewing in the center of the earth. But I can't do it without you, Kingo. I need your energy to complete my spell, to save everything I know and love.
Don't trust her, Kingo.
I believe you.
You aren't like the other Eternals, because you haven't just lived among humanity. You have lived as them, seeing the beauty, telling their stories,
You are the most relatable one, Kingo.
Kumail Apps.
showing them who they really are, as only an actor can.
Oh, that is true. Acting is the most noble profession on earth. Do you really expect me to betray Arishem, forsake a mission I've dedicated eons to? Never going to happen.
I can get Howard to offer you a 3-picture deal.
Okay, I'll do it. But I'm gonna need full green light approval. Plus, I've been looking to transition into indulgent art house fare. You know, no plot, abrupt, arbitrary cuts. Staring into camera with no expression on my face.
It works. Might be the thumbnail.
It might be.
You have to bring back my friends.
Very well. Let's get this show on the road.
Oh my god, Coy, you're gonna get your wish.
I would not see.
Oh no! Oh no!
Just right out to our ship.
Arishem is coming. It would take the power of another celestial to stop him.
Another celestial. Fasten your seatbelt, honey. It's time for my makeover.
Eternals 2 with Agatha.
I feel like they're finally giving us the Eternals 2 you've always wanted. They might even resolve what happened at the end of Eternals 1.
Yes, my time has come.
Jarvis, bust out the graph.
Sorry, Howard, no time for digestives. Still moving for it anyway, though. We had a bout of creative inspiration.
Is that some kind of euphemism? Are you two a thing now?
We gotta shoot this finale
Now.
right now.
Impossible. When Miss Harkness opted to rewrite the third act for the 6th time, I might add, we broke down the sets.
Broke down this. What are you talking?
Can't you magically create the sets?
Come on, think. There's gotta be a cursed swamp, a haunted house, something we can use.
Bingo, baby. Griffith Observatory. Big enough for all the rooms. We can shoot the finale there.
Down the street.
You rarely see Marvel in LA.
Yeah, it kills me. This is a West Coast Avengers moment.
Buy the joint. Load up the limo, Jarvis. We're doing a company move.
Actually, let's take our ride.
Oh, my.
Cool.
I gotta hand it to you, Aggie. You had me fooled. I thought you were a witch.
Yes, but he's the space alien.
Wait, what?
Technically, I'm more of a space robot.
Howard, you knew.
You knew? I'm Howard Stark. I'm the smartest person on Earth. Of course I knew. I also knew I'd save a hell of a lot of money on special effects using actual magic.
That's why he was so nonplussed at the whole thing.
So, whatever's about to go down, I'm here for you. Just let me film it.
He is the head of Vought Industries.
Yes.
Sensing major patent potential.
And still a tech
Okay, let's
magnate.
do it.
Patent. Reverse engineering makes sense. Up, here he comes. It's the only Eternals 2 I might ever get. I'm gonna breathe it in while I get it.
This Eternals 1 is a lot more fun.
30 minutes of kinetic pace.
I think you're gonna want to swap out the lens for something wider.
Jarvis!
That smile.
Is that part of the opening act?
Arishem.
Okay, then places, people.
We're gonna get to see what he looks like in action now.
Magicum voco veterum.
Down, down the witch's road.
But it's all Bollywood dancing.
Not gonna lie, getting some ritual sacrifice vibes here.
From the stars in the sky to the depths of the earth, let the power of creation bring forth my rebirth!
Yep, she's totally using your ass, man.
Yep.
I don't think your friends are alive.
Howard just wants the footage. Yeah, was he just a fool?
Power will be mine!
Yep, he's activating the other Celestial, but will it be for good or ill?
Cool.
Amazing. See you, bud. It's a great can't afford it cutaway. Is so funny. Power of a celestial in the body of a witch? Can she handle it?
Wow, it's like souls.
Woohoo! Yeah.
My goodness.
Celestial Agatha.
She's got the gray hair.
Yes, she is fully embraced.
Oh, he even looks upon her with awe.
Cool.
From black and white to purple.
Not mad at it. A literal goddess. That's awesome.
She is beautiful. Are you getting this? This is the greatest
Little
footage
thumbs up in the-
ever shot.
Woohoo!
This is gold.
That's gold.
This power, it's everything.
Now is she gonna have to fight him immediately? Oh! The red light reflecting on her. Oh no, our power just went out.
Oh, I know.
It must feel strange for such a primitive being to suddenly possess a power so cosmic.
Cosmic is just my size. Haven't you seen the marquee?
You are a heretic, Agatha Harkness, and you will be judged as such.
Oh yeah? Judge this!
She yelled boom. Cool.
Cecil B. DeMille is gonna be pissed when he sees this footage. Film it! Film it! I'm filming it!
Something tells me she's got the whole world watching.
Your vanity blinds you.
Oof.
They are just really doubling down on like giant creatures
Scope.
fighting each other.
2 episodes of Scope. I don't know if that's working there, Agatha.
I don't know. I think that's like
I feel like some
intentional,
puppet's gonna
'cause she
go
aimed
out
4
there to-
different- I think she might be creating a rune or something.
Missed? Truth is, I was just getting you to hit your mark.
Ah,
Yeah.
clever. Ah,
How did you?
It's called acting, love. You are the next character I'm gonna become.
woo! But should she do this altruistically?
It's Agatha. Impossible.
Could be either way.
That's a showstopper.
Tell me you were in focus.
Yes, sir. I think we've got it.
Performance of a lifetime, Agatha. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, girls.
The show's not over yet.
Agatha, what are you doing?
With this power, anything I damn well please.
But I thought...
Oh, that I wanted to save the world from the emergence? I played the reluctant hero for a hot minute to get what I needed. You.
Come on, Kingo.
Kneel before me.
We always want to believe in Kathryn Hahn.
Saving the big twist for the third act real.
Howard,
Stupid.
take it seriously.
Howard Stark.
The power of 2 Celestials, she can destroy the whole world and remake it however she wants.
Surely you've worked with difficult actors before. There must be some way to get through to her.
All actors are difficult. We're all sensitive because we're opening up our souls. So Jarvis, you're a genius.
The most noble profession.
This isn't you.
You don't know me.
Of course I do, because you're just like me and everyone else who came to this stupid town. At some point, somewhere in our lives, the world made us feel small. So we set out to show them.
And again, another same thing, like a confrontation where someone has to confront someone's soul when they're in a monstrous form.
And the small to
Yeah.
the big, confronting all of the trauma.
But Agatha, you never needed all this power because you've always had the only magic you'd ever really needed to leave your mark on the world.
And what magic is that?
The movies.
Yes, the magic of the movies.
Hell, they're better than magic because they change the world by changing people, by making them feel something real.
Kingo gets it.
That kind of power, you don't have to be feared
Heartbreak feels good in a place like this, Kingo.
because you can be adored.
Oh.
You can't possibly understand how long I've worked for this.
I think he can.
Well, I've been on Earth for thousands of years, so I kinda do. And if you're anything like me,
Appealing to her emotions and her soul.
you've just been looking for the right collaborator. So what do you say? Want to change the world? For real?
She just wants to be a movie star. Man's Chinese.
Reporting live from Hollywood, where there's more stars on the red carpet.
Cosmic Queen.
Crates are predicting a blockbuster. What will it mean for your weapons bin?
War is, my friend, a thing of the past.
Kingo and I, we wanted to make a movie that would, well, change the world. And I think we did.
Some sparks flew, that's for sure.
Now, just wait for the sequel.
I mean, all you guys saw the big cosmic fight, right?
Eternals 2 is the sequel.
Ajax and the other Eternals are pretty concerned that killing Arishem has probably drawn the Celestials' attention.
Too bad for them. We thrive on attention. Oh my God! It looks so gorgeous!
I actually really bought their chemistry.
I actually felt connected to this episode.
Everyone has a
felt their
story
chemistry a lot.
worth telling.
And this was the right length for this story.
But sometimes, all it takes is a trip to the movies to remind you that anything is possible, even a happy ending.
Thank you, TV show.
Who doesn't love a cliffhanger?
Will that cliffhanger pay off? Will that cliffhanger pay off?
Eternals 2.
So happy for you, Koi.
I got my Eternals.
Oh, God.
Oh, it was great. Narcissism, attention, Hollywood, and Eternals, everything I love.
I'm really connected to this episode. Reject Nation, I'm here to interrupt this video just for a little bit to let you know that for a limited time at rejectnationshop.com, we have exclusive apparel, just like the one I am wearing right now on my body. This is the Reject sweater, the brainchild of the She-Jecks, Tara Erickson and Roxy Stryer. They really were like, you know, we don't want to just only do a Christmas one. We want it to be a full holiday celebration. I absolutely love this design. I've been wearing this sweater an awful lot wherever I go. It's a fantastic thing for you to gift yourself or to gift to someone else this holiday season. And the other things that were launched were the brainchild of one Aaron Alexander, something that I was jealous that I never thought of, and that is the Starbucks coffee. They got the Starbucks hoodie. They got the Starbucks coffee mug. There's also the Rejects mug as well. There's also, in addition to that, the Agatha Bruce hoodie. I absolutely adore all these designs. I am so impressed with the three of them we're able to concoct, along with the amazing artists who help support them, of course. We really care about finding material that fits very comfortable. Is it comfortable or comfortably? Language. And on top of that, too, designs that we really feel resonate with us and can also resonate with those who watch us. You beautiful Reject citizens. There's a barcode here that you can scan if you want to go to the shop, or you can go to rejectnationshop.com. Treat yourself or treat someone else. Either way, it's a great way to support the channel and to support your wardrobe collection. Well, Koi, I could tell you are rabid right now.
Loving
I
it.
could tell that you want to get some energy, some information out there to the audience. I could tell that you want all eyes on you. I could tell you don't need me to talk anymore.
Episode 2 of What If is a good use of the medium of animation, of TV, but also of the concept of what if, because this isn't something we'd likely ever see in a movie. This is what the comics can be, where it's like, we like these characters, I've got this crazy idea, let's pivot. And this to me felt like that. It had the scope of the 30s Hollywood, but at the celestial scale, and I think that's really cool and special. It also brought back characters I was really worried I'd never get to see again. I thought we might get a cameo in Secret Wars, but to have time with Kingo meant a lot to me. Could have used a little Druid. Would have liked to see a little Barry Keoghan, but alas.
A little bit of Icarus.
A little bit,
a little bit of Athena.
A little name drop there. That's all we got. A bit of Gilgamesh was mentioned. It was nice. But I really think Agatha is one of those great examples of, and Greg mentioned it during, how casting Kathryn Hahn changed Agatha in the show, which changed the stories you tell about her. But I think it's one of those things where, like, to the Iron Man scale, what Downey Jr. did was make a character that was not nearly as interesting, the A-lister that he can be. Iron Man was like a C-list character. He had a bunch of great arcs here and there, like Demon in a Bottle and things people know him for, but Iron Man was not a household name like your Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, like X-Men. He wasn't. What Agatha is a very simple play on Salem Witch Trials and using a character that is very fine, but I never was hearing people talk about Agatha even outside of the nerdiest circles, to the point where I was at a screening where Kathryn Hahn was doing the Q&A. Like, she was moderating the Q&A for this Oscar film, and it was right after the first season of WandaVision, and I talked to Kathryn Hahn about Agatha, and I was like, I'm a huge Agatha fan because I'm from Boston, and there's not a lot of characters from near there, and like Salem, I go every Halloween, it means a lot to me. She's like, no one ever says they love Agatha Harkness. And then, like, over the last 3 years since that time, what Agatha has become is so thanks to the charm and power of Kathryn Hahn. And this episode feels very uniquely the power of an actress making something real. And that's kind of what the episode's about. So I really like that Kathryn Hahn has manifested the Agatha into being this deity. And the episode is about Agatha being a deity. And then you got the Eternals lore, you got all the mythology, you got the scope of the thing. I had a blast with this one.
I'm glad you had a blast with this one, Quay. What would you rate it?
9.
Wow, that's really high.
It's very high. Because, like, I don't think I'd change anything. I mean, I don't think anything's perfect. I think, like, best episodes of TV are 10s. I gave...
I'm perfect.
I mean, obviously, Greg's perfect, but not TV. But I've given, like, a few episodes of TV 10s. But, like, overall, 9 is, like, about as high as I go. And this, I wouldn't have changed anything. Maybe throwing in, a couple more Eternals in the at the premiere would have been cool. Just to be like, oh, they're here, instead of just name dropping them.
Yeah.
But, like, overall, this was a blast. And, like, it was so fun. And it had a great message. I really enjoyed the movies change lives, because pop culture to me is culture, and culture is the human experience, and the human experience is changed by little giant events in pop culture. So it is true that movies can change lives, and I know they're using it here in a celestial scale, but I believe, look at the great films and how much of an impact they had on society.
I don't believe any of that.
Fine.
I don't think I've
But
ever
then we
had
don't talk about movies for a living.
Single conversation with you that would imply I share any of these beliefs.
Not a 1. Not a 1. Greg gave this a 1.
Yeah.
Hated it.
It's like, bullshit. Movies are just to entertain me.
That's it. Shiny objects. Don't want to talk about them. Don't to discuss them.
My arms are going to be, since I don't have my notepad, it's just going to be, by the end of all of What If.
4ZGM.
End of all What If, it's just going to
tattoos.
Be Prison Break. My arm's going to be a memento. The map to the notes.
Guy Pearce is good in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to your point, everything about how they constructed this seemed to be starting from the characters first and then letting that dictate the overall vibe of it, because beyond Agatha, which was obviously the spearheaded implementation of this 1930s, 40s type of personality, they didn't like specify exactly what year, or maybe they didn't.
I thought it was going to be 8 genders at the beginning. I was like, another century. And it was like 1930s.
Right. Yeah. So I think like taking her... And then, but of course, it's not just her. It's Kingo. It's also Howard Stark, 2 characters whose personalities absolutely fit in that, because you have our 2 immortal characters, the ones who live forever, and then you have Howard Stark, whose personality is so emblematic of that type of era, and to also maintain that level of smartness, creativity, and then him as like not just director of like Stark Industries, but now the Stark Pictures. It still feels like, yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense. So I think the way how they went inward and let the personalities of these characters construct their episode to dictate the plot is the way how you get an actual plot that feels natural and seamless to unfold. And even though it's like last time we saw Eternals characters, it was something that was a lot more like serious and meditative and reflective. This took the more fun approach because this is Kingo's episode out of them. And Kingo is undoubtedly the most fun one out of all of the Eternals characters. And to play into sort of that like that narcissism personality side, which is a very Stark thing, I think the first character to be deemed a narcissist in the MCU was Iron Man in Iron Man 2 when he's having that discussion with Nick Fury. So to take the narcissism quality, but also show that sometimes people who want attention doesn't mean they're bad or assholes or will do anything for attention, that there can be a way to weave that into doing something good. A lot of times when you hear someone, they want attention, that might sound like the worst thing in the world, but there's a gray to that. And I like that they gave us that gray by the end of it, it was like kind of funny of, yeah, the world made us feel small and then we wanted to be looked at. And now they have all eyes on her, and it was like, oh, this is what she really wanted at the end of the day. This is why she wants to do cinema. Like, cinema was a real thing to her. And I feel like Agatha, even if they made it canon in, like, the next Agatha thing, that at one point she was an actress,
totally on brand.
Totally believe it. You would 1,000% believe that she undoubtedly did it. And even though this is alt-world stuff, it still feels like, in a weird way, this could be
in the canon.
In the canon of the past. I mean, there's some things that make it questionable, like there's like Stark pictures or whatever, but it still fits. It fits really well. I thought they did a really good job for sure, and like the use of Bollywood dancing with the classic 1930s dancing.
The fighting was dancing, which was fun.
Which is what fighting is in cinema. Fighting is
choreography.
Choreography. Every martial arts or fight choreographer says fighting is more like dancing when you're doing it in terms of film.
Yeah.
And a lot of people forget that. They think you need to be like a real badass action hero, but no, it's really more of a dance. So to have that, it was like a nice commentary on these things and a celebration. At the end of the day, Marvel as well is a thing that was MCU is a thing that was created via Hollywood Industries, so to bring it back to its core here is pretty great. I think it's great. And that's the other thing too. These two I thought actually had real chemistry. I rarely use the word chemistry when I'm watching animation. I never think of that, of like, do they have chemistry? Because I'm so aware of drawing and voice booth, and maybe they weren't even in the actual booth together.
But they felt very connected to each other and to us.
This is the first, maybe there has been other ones where it's happened, but this was the first what if that I think it's the first time where I'm like, oh, it would be so cool to see these two. It's never going to happen because of what Agatha ended off on in Agatha.
She can come back.
Yeah, maybe, but minor spoilers. But yeah, it's like, I wish we could have seen these two interact because Kumail Nanjiani and Kathryn Hahn greatly infuse their personality into these characters instead of trying to be who the characters are.
And they're both
in the
improv comedic powerhouses.
Exactly.
On top of that, so
like, they would work so well together.
I think they did. It felt like they were in the booth together. I think that was special.
Yeah, because in the beginning it seemed like Kumail's voice was a little reserved.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe he's not as comfortable with the voice. But then as it went on, it started making more sense. Yeah, it started being like a little bit more coy, and you get more of a sensitive side to Kingo this time around, whereas the movie really showed us the more
bravado
ego
movie
side.
star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
this was great. I mean, I loved Howard Stark being, like you said, who better to be an executive at a studio than Stark, and I really love how that tied into like Stark Expo. I love how like his dialogue was so funny and quotable. This episode is also quotable, which I don't always know what if to be. I really like its message about attention, like you spoke on, but also like the inside Hollywood stuff and like playful language. Like I like inside baseball stuff when it's also palatable for others, and then there's layers of jokes.
Yeah, and there's a bit of meta-ness to the fact of how similar the third act was in a certain sense of one of our main characters we're following morphing into this giant entity, and then having this other character have to confront them as in human-sized little form. But there's so like both episodes from the first one to this one, and that way, and then this one is also doing the deconstruction of what storytelling is. So I thought that was like a neat meta way to do it.
Yeah.
And this episode is already a very self-aware
Every episode is going to be a different little person talking
yeah, it's all
about therapy.
What if season 3 is a commentary on what if?
Yes, what if we looked at what if?
Yeah. Well, guys, what did you think about What If Season 3, Episode 2, Agatha Goes to Hollywood? Leave your thoughts down below. Did you love it as much as Coy?
What'd you give it?
I would give it a... I didn't love it in terms of emotion as much as you. So
okay.
I would give it like a 7.5.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 for the first, 7.5
I appreciated it immensely.
Okay. 6 for the first for me, 9 for this one for episode 2. We'll see what episode 3 brings us tomorrow. Hit that subscription bell so you know when it drops.
The Wolverine bite.
No, Wolverine's in it, I guess.
That'd be cool.
Why not?
Let's face it, John. No. Flev is definitely a multiversal, a variant character of one of the most popular Marvel cinematic characters.
Absolutely is.
Ever.
Uh-huh.
You know where I'm going with this. Why don't you just go ahead and say it, John?
Flev is most definitely a multiversal variant of Storm.
Black Panther. We have similar thing going. We knew
all
what we were
of the
going
black
for.
characters in Marvel are Flev.
In every other universe of the black characters,
yes.
Flev, it is all the Flev story.
White Romanian guy is secretly all the black characters.
Shocking, but he's never a Doom.
That's the
he
twist.
is always a black person.
A black. He's always a black. No, we love you though. You bring a lot of much needed culture to the universe, and soon enough you'll get your own movie that isn't just Black Panther.
Yeah.
We've already starred in 2 of those, but it's time for you to branch out. We need you as a Bishop movie. We need you to play Misty Knight. We need you to play Luke Cage. Branch over into other universes. Play Static Shock, Mr. Terrific.
Jim Gordon from the
Jim
Batman.
Gordon from the
Matt
Batman.
Reeves'
That's
Batman universe.
also you.
Right?
Oh my god.
The new Professor Snape on the Harry Potter show.
That's right, man. That's what everybody saw coming, and it's because you were there. You're there. You're the blackest guy I know.
Blackest
I
guy we know.
appreciate that, you know?
We don't mean that in like a cliche way.
No, not at all.
Nor do we.
You don't do anything.
We don't even know what black
stereotypical.
cliches are, right?
No. Are there cliches about black people?
Never.
I thought black people were like the most original community of
I
people.
don't feel like there's been one
and there's
cliche.
no
That's the cliche.
consistent thing that's ever been like said or replicated about that culture over time.
The most stereotypical thing about them is there's no stereotypes.
That's right. That's right. What a stereotype to have, too.
Cover your asses. Black asses.
Hey.
Anyway, I think this went okay.
This was
Merry Christmas.
All right. It happened. We love you, Flev.